Harvesting Heritage again, and friends, I have an exciting project. I've been thinking about this all fall and winter, and you might notice that we're in a little bit different of an area. We're actually preparing for Easter service at my church, and I have dreams of lovely planters out front. I've been maintaining a handful of planters for the last year, and it's time for a change. One of the things that I realized last year was in the summer in California, Northern California, in the Bay Area, Zone 9B, you need regular water to your pots. And so I wasn't able to come out the 3 or 4 times a week to water. So I have actually bought self-watering containers to do up this season. And so we're going to do an unboxing here shortly. And I bought all of these new flowers that you can see behind me. What a haul. Let's talk about what our options are for putting into these spring containers. When I'm making a container, I like to follow the tried and true method of including a thriller, a spiller, and a filler. The thrillers that we have today, including the golden cypress that is existing in the space, is I've picked up these beautiful Mache Mix bicolor ranunculus, and I've tried to select flowers today that are already in bloom and have buds about to bloom, because they need to last about a week before Easter, and I want the show to occur right then. And so this is a beautiful option for a thriller. I also have, this is a filler thriller type, I have some small hydrangea. So I'm not as worried about these lasting for a really long time. In California, we will definitely get a heat spike, even in the Bay Area. So I anticipate that we will need to change these out for summer annuals, but it's not quite time. And again, I want a big show. So this is rock foil. Really very sweet. I've also selected this Marguerite daisy. I'll tell you, the scent on this is not my favorite. A little bit of stinky feet. But I think the color palette is divine. And then for some more of our fillers, I've selected a variety of stock, just common stock in multiple colors. These are a Magic Series ranunculus as well, but they are blooming shorter. I have Sun Patience. Can't forget these sweet butterfly blue scabiosa pincushion flowers. How lovely. And it is waiting to bloom in a major way. I think they're kind of Dr. Seussical. For the plants that are perennial, if they don't like the pots, or I decide I want to change the color theme here at church, I will just bring them home and put them in my landscape. I've never had a hard time finding a spot for a beautiful flower. I have a carpet of this clear crystal lavender shades alyssum. I have a handful of those, and then I also have just regular sweet alyssum. What we don't use can certainly be filled in our garden. And then really sweet, because of course we do have kids that come to church, selected my spiller to be strawberries. And these strawberries are a Chandler, and they are blooming little white flowers currently. So that'll be very sweet, and I do suspect that some strawberries will come and the kids will love picking them. All right, so now let me go ahead and show you the pots that we're starting with, because I do want to continue to use some of the flowers that are in these pots. All right, so here you go. 2 pots. You can see that they're dirty. The soil is definitely dead in them, but we got some winter interest with these wonderful snapdragons in full bloom. We have some beautiful silver, I think that was sage, and lots of alyssum. You know that I love these silver plants. And then I am going to keep this as our thriller. Here's the mirrored pots on this side. Again, pretty, but just ready for a spring refresh. These have been lovely. These are left over from Christmas. The red and white was beautiful for Christmas. What I selected is similar to the True Dot that's available on gardeners.com, but those were a little bit expensive, and these were $100 less on Wayfair. I'll link them below. Let's take a look and see what I got. Wow, that's gorgeous. And then you'll see that it's self-watering. So inside is a reservoir where the water will come out from the bottom. It's contained in the entire edges of the container, and then it feeds through the bottom. All right, so most of the hard work's done at this point. And the pretty is about to begin. Today I'm using potting soil. You want to use potting soil with these self-watering containers, and the reason is they need to be well draining in order for the water to soak up from the bottom to the top. So do really pay attention. Use fresh, new, well amended potting soil. I'm using this GB Organics. And I'm not going to fill it all the way up because I have some big root balls, and as it is, this is probably too much. We'll also be watering in all these plants. For the first month in a self-watering container, you do need to get your plants rooted in by hand watering. Let's start with the thrillers. And I'm not centering the thriller in this pot because you only see it from 3 sides. There we go. Making sure that the full root ball will be covered by soil. Oh, lemon cypress. It smells like lemon. It's divine because it's been brushed up against enough. The oils from it are coming out. You know, and sometimes it's nice to lay your plants out, so I'm going to do that really quickly and make some decisions. And for a finishing touch, yep, you guessed it, we're matching the other side. It's going to be a total mirror image. Do you ever find that the less you think about something, the better it turns out? Sometimes when I overthink a planter, I fuss, and I feel like this one turned out even better than the first one, and I just rushed through it. It's interesting how that works. All right, there you have it, 2 wonderful Easter baskets ready for Easter service at my church. I am so happy that you joined me today for this adventure. Let's take a look and see up close how they turned out. Here's pot number 1. These beautiful branches from a tree at my house. Pincushion flowers, ranunculus, hydrangea, alyssum, daisies, stock, and so much more. And here's the second one, looking just as lovely. I'm so thankful that you came along with me today. If you enjoyed making these pots, please consider subscribing, liking, or sharing on your social media. And until next time, I hope you have a joy-filled day.